Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is a no-cap recap of sorts of the recent interview with Rick and Marty Lagina done by Ross Coulthart on the NewsNation YouTube channel. During the interview, the host himself said he searched for Spanish and Portuguese treasure in Australia, and indeed a Spanish galleon shipwreck has been found off that country's western coast. I'll be leaving out the things the Laginas have said on the Curse of Oak Island show or the companion shows. If you would like to watch the approximately 25-minute long original interview, I will link it in the video description and in the comments. Let's get into it. In the setup for the interview, the host gives some backstory, but says the search has been going on for 226 years, and both Marty and Rick repeat that number, perhaps just deferring to their host. Unless the discovery year of 1795 is incorrect now, it has been 229 years. The host also was under the impression that some of the fortifications on the island were built in the 1800s. Mr. Coulthart does confirm that the Curse of Oak Island is still United States cable television's #1 non-fiction show. The History Channel used to say #1 unscripted show in the previews, but they stopped doing that a while back. Marty says the show is successful because it's genuinely real. He further says it's 100% real. Rick later says it's because there are different things for different people. There is the treasure component, but also history, science, and personality components. When the host says he thought that pirates only hung out in the Caribbean, Marty says that they used the Gulf Stream to travel north first and then east to Europe. Marty also brings up the coconut fiber used to keep debris from blocking the flood tunnels found on Oak Island, and the Caribbean is the closest place they grow. He does add that they do not think it was a pirate endeavor, and Rick adds that the engineering is far too complex. The host asks, why would anyone think there is treasure on Oak Island? Marty mentions being the skeptical one and says it's two things. The artifacts they keep finding that continue to be older, such as the Roman coins found on Lot 5, as well as the lead cross found in Smith's Cove, and the high trace evidence of gold, silver, copper, and zinc in the water under the Money Pit area. Mr. Coulthart asked about the Ark of the Covenant theory after Marty brings up the Knights Templar, and Rick says we can't prove any of that yet, but there is credible research that Knights Templar involvement is at least a possibility. Next, the host asks when they would stop searching. Marty says they have talked about that and there has to be two criteria met: when they stop having fun and when they can no longer advance the ball. At that point, they would hand it off to someone else to continue searching. In conclusion, Mr. Coulthart asks if they think there is a treasure down below. Rick goes first and says that nowhere else has the amount of engineering that happened on Oak Island to protect temporal wealth. He mentions one instance that I'm not familiar with, diverting a river and then diverting it back. A quick Google search got me nothing on that, so if you know what that is, let me know in the comments. But even that is nowhere near as complex as the works on Oak Island, so Rick thinks it's something even more important than treasure, even though there may be some associated treasure with it. Marty says he started the search looking for treasure, and it has deviated a bit, but in the end, he is still looking for treasure, and the science says it's there, so yes. Once again, I will put the link to the interview in the description and in the comments. Mr. Coulthart also interviews Skinwalker Ranch owner Brandon Fugel in the same video. I'll be recapping the Curse of Oak Island Season 11 finale late this Tuesday night, as well as a new Drilling Down episode on May 7th. Through the summer, I'll continue to do retro recaps of the Curse of Oak Island Season 6 through 8. All the rest are done and are in my Oak Island playlist. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.